Hey credit warriors, welcome to the show. Now I'm sure you've all heard of the Apple Card, that beautiful titanium credit card. Unfortunately, it isn't bulletproof. Woo! Pretty big hole there, so yeah. And the Apple credit card is no more. Unfortunately, you can't have everything, but you can have 5 free stocks worth up to $3,000 when you sign up for the stock trading and crypto trading app Webull and deposit any amount. Link below. Anyway, the Apple Card. Now, Apple seems to want to make some moves in the financial services arena. An article came out a couple of weeks ago by Bloomberg entitled "Apple Working to Bring More Financial Services In-House," talking about a secret project codenamed Breakout. The article cites people with knowledge of the situation, so it could all be made up, but probably Apple intentionally leaked this to the press just to get people talking about it. So what exactly is Apple going to be doing with financial services? Are you going to be able to apply for a mortgage whilst you're worshipping in the church of Steve Jobs? Well, no, not mortgages, but in the future you could see certain financial services provided by Apple itself rather than partners.
Now, they're not becoming a full bank. You're not going to see Apple checking account or savings accounts anytime in the near term. There are no current plans for that. But what you will see is them moving to their own core processing, their own payment processing platform.
So payment processors are companies such as Square, which provide a service to merchants to accept credit cards and provide an outward-facing terminal to customers who then swipe their card at the Square terminal to make their payment. So don't confuse this with Apple trying to become the next Visa or MasterCard, but services provided by payment processors include
Ledgers. Ledgers is basically your transaction history, monitoring payments and stuff, fraud, credit analysis, doing credit checks, credit limits and such. Apple wants to bring all of that in-house for a slew of future financial products.
Apple currently uses a company called CoreCard for many of these services, and their stock dropped when this news broke. However, they probably won't be impacted on their partnership on the Apple Card, which Apple currently uses CoreCard and Goldman Sachs as the lender, because the people with knowledge of the situation told Bloomberg that this was for future products. So what will those products be? Well, as we have mentioned, there is going to be payment processing, in-house credit checks, etc. But Apple also wants to start a buy now, pay later program similar to what Affirm currently provides. The company Affirm lets customers pay for items in 4 even payments with no interest or monthly payments with interest. Apple apparently wants to provide a pay-in-4 model managed completely in-house and then partner with Goldman Sachs, their current partner on the Apple Card, for a pay monthly model with interest. And for the pay-in-4 model, Apple would apparently be doing its own credit checks, although they would still be pulling credit scores from the 3 major credit bureaus, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. So why is Apple interested in bringing so much of this in-house? Well, if you look at Apple's business model, bringing stuff in-house is kind of what they do. They now make their own chips for computers, for example, and it makes things run much more smoothly. For payment processing, lending, and such, CoreCard is focused mainly on the US market, so it's limiting Apple's ability to expand overseas. The Apple Card and peer-to-peer payments, for example, are still US-only products. If Apple is going to compete with companies like Venmo, Cash App, Zelle, and PayPal, they need to step up their game. PayPal, for example, just updated the PayPal credit card to earn 3% cash back on everything as long as you use the card through PayPal. That is a direct assault on the Apple Card, which earns just 2% cash back on everything as long as you use the card through Apple Pay. Now, Apple offering peer-to-peer payments through text messages is a direct result on Venmo, Cash App, Zelle, and PayPal, but it's currently only available in the US market. In March this year, Apple purchased a UK-based company called Credit Kudos Limited, and it is believed that they will use this company's technology to develop their in-house lending infrastructure for global markets. The first financial service they come out with is most likely going to be the Apple Pay-in-4, with payment processing coming later. And then we assume that they will expand the Apple Card and peer-to-peer payments gradually across more countries and territories as they build out their infrastructure. You see, Apple competes on ecosystem. When you have iPhones in the pockets of 1 billion people worldwide, just adding the option of peer-to-peer payments via text message pulls people into that ecosystem, and you can then upsell them to other financial products like the Apple Card or pay in for lending on the latest iPhone, etc. And bam, you're suddenly bringing in billions of dollars in extra revenue. Right now, the growth of the Apple Card is kind of stagnant in the US market. Accounts grew from 6.4 million at the start of 2021 to just 6.7 million at the start of this year. However, Apple really doesn't appear to be making that much of an effort to get people to sign up. They do periodically offer a $75 welcome bonus on the card. That's the best I've seen. There was a deal through Credit Karma where you could get $75. However, that doesn't really compete with other cards in this tier, which many cards offer up to $200 to sign up. But it doesn't seem to me that Apple is really that anxious. They are probably waiting to build up their financial ecosystem with more stuff in-house so they can release the Apple Card in more countries across the world, and then they will come up with updates that will make the card more competitive in both the US and overseas. Potentially getting Apple-branded payment processing machines and software into the hands of millions of merchants across the world will be more valuable probably than just having a credit card on the consumer side. Apple is a master of business strategy, and a lot of that hinges on bringing stuff in-house. So I'm excited to see what they come up with in terms of building out their infrastructure, and it will no doubt ruffle the feathers of both the competition and their partners, such as CoreCard, many of whom will probably miss out on future partnerships. Guys, leave your comments about this below. What financial products are you excited to see from Apple? Personally, I hope they would release a higher tier Apple Card that gets you like VIP status at the Genius Bar or something. I don't know. Leave your ideas. Don't forget to get your 5 free stocks from Webull in the links below, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.